What is up, you guys? It's your boy Shady Luke back with another video. Now, on this video, man, I just want to talk about a couple head coaches who I think teams are really going to go after. Teams that might be losing their head coach or firing their head coach. Yeah, dude, I just think that these two are going to be some pretty hot candidates at the end of this season. And it's Kliff Kingsbury and Brian Flores. Dude, just starting with Brian Flores. I mean, we heard all this stuff about him in Miami. There was lots of talk with him and Tua not having the best relationship. And I mean, now just look at Miami. Like, there's a lot of like undisciplined things going on with Miami, and some of the players just not caring. Dude, Brian Flores was the fucking complete opposite of that when he was with Miami. I mean, that dude brought like a grit, like we're here to get shit done. And just look at it. Look at the Minnesota Vikings, right? The Minnesota Vikings with Mike Zimmer, and Mike Zimmer was their head coach, and he was also their DC. But it was just a weird vibe, and just some of the things he said after. Dude, these players, and keep in mind, Minnesota Vikings defensive side, I don't think they're like completely star-studded, but they got some really good quality ball players on their defensive side, right? Shout out to my homie Isaiah Rogers. But yeah, man, he's made them good while he's been there. And I mean, just even leading into the season, like, they got the whole quarterback situation going. But the one thing that's solid on that team and that we know is going to perform really well is that damn defense with Brian Flores. And that dude's just cooking up some shit on the defensive side, right? He's giving OCs problems left and right. He has his ups and downs as a DC with Minnesota. But for the most part, dude, their defense has been pretty good since he's took over. And I just think it speaks to just him as a coach, dude, and getting his guys on the understanding of, hey, just listen to me. I'll get you right on track. If you listen to me, this shit will flow. We'll give offenses problems. And that's kind of what we see with Brian Flores. It seems like the Minnesota players have really just bought in on the defensive side with Brian Flores. And, dude, I don't care what anybody says. You put him on another team in a solid situation, and I think that he's doing a good job, man. I mean, he won those games in Miami. The management didn't like it. They were wanting him to tank. And whether that worked out better or worse for the Miami Dolphins, that kind of just speaks to him as a head coach, dude. He's like, nah, I'm here to win. And I do think teams are going to try to freaking pluck him from the Minnesota Vikings after this season. Whether he leaves or not, I really couldn't tell you. But I do think he's going to be a guy that we're going to be talking about. And then, yeah, dude, so from Brian Flores to Kliff Kingsbury. And Kliff Kingsbury, can I just say, I am so impressed with Kliff Kingsbury because there was so much talk when he was with Arizona. We thought the reason Kyler was playing the way he was in the inconsistencies spoke to Kliff Kingsbury, right? We were like, well, Kliff gets hot, then he just has a fall off. This is just something that we've just been seeing reoccurring with Kyler in the offense. No, dude, no. Jaden Daniels and just him having Jaden Daniels and just with the way their offense has played, nah, I think all that talk was bullshit. Literal bullshit. Like Kliff Kingsbury, dude, he had a good first season with Jaden Daniels. And, Jaden Daniels is a special talent. I'm not going to act like Jaden Daniels ain't a special talent. But Kyler was also good, right? Kyler, some of us consider Kyler good. Right now, I'm really not on the Kyler train. I love the dude, but I'm just like, it wasn't Kliff, dude. It was you. It was you. Like, you're just inconsistent, and this is just kind of what you are. But speaking back to Kliff, dude, for him to do what he did first year with Dan Quinn, as the OC, really impressed. And now you just watch what he just did with Mariota, and I'm like, oh, this offense kind of isn't missing a beat. Now, some of the explosive plays may not be there as much without Jaden Daniels in the lineup, but it's like, dude, this guy's he's a good play caller. He's a good play caller, and hey, you give it another crack at head coach, it might be good. I mean, look at his boss right now. Look at his boss, Dan Quinn. He went to Atlanta, right? Didn't work out, lost the Super Bowl. Then he went to Dallas, and he kind of like built his rapport a little bit more. And now he's with the Commanders, and we're seeing how much success they're having there with the Commanders. And a large portion of that is Kliff Kingsbury. So yeah, man. I mean, they're just two head coaches. I really think that people, if you're a team, if you're a fan of a team and people are already talking shit on your coach and you guys honestly just don't know if he's gonna be there, I recommend you really look at these coaches and just watch them during the course of the season. This is something I have a family member, Bears fan, and I remember like halfway through the season, I was like, watch Ben Johnson. I was like, dude, I'm telling you, watch Ben Johnson. That dude just might be your guys' head coach. And sure enough, dude, he and Ben Johnson ended up going to Chicago. And you can be a team, you can be a fan of a team. And I know some people don't watch a lot of the other teams, and some people do watch a lot of the other teams. But I'm telling you right now, those are two guys that you really want to watch on their offensive side and defensive side of the ball, because they may just be your next head coach.